Hello, it's me again. Thought it was high time I did another one of these. Made a lot of progress since the last time. I have about 12.5 minutes of footage, and I estimate it'll probably be about 15 by the time I'm done. Problem is, though, production has slowed way down now that classes have started up, so I'm limited to about 1 day a week of work, so I don't have much time left in the day anymore. It's mostly consumed with college, and I am majoring in animation, because of course I am. So while I'm not working on The Last Colony all the time, whatever I do make will hopefully be much better. And it doesn't help that my assistants have gone on strike. Pocket. Frame. Frame. Pocket. Shoot a frame. It will be a 2018 release. I want to clear up any confusion people still have, because... Oh, he yawned. Because even though I've said it will be out before 2019 many times, people still think it will be out in 2019. Best case scenario, it'll be out this winter. Worst case scenario, it'll be out this summer, which isn't that bad considering that would take about as long as the first one. And no, I cannot just make it come out faster. That's not how this works. Also, you'll notice I'm in a new location. My desk upstairs just wasn't big enough for this last scene, so I had to migrate to the basement. This set is huge, and I'm very excited to work with it. Also, I had a short Q&A session on my Facebook page. People commented with their questions, and I'm going to answer them now. Mr. Robert Travis asks, are you going to show your face and or dog? Probably. Cassie Martinez asks, can you pet the dog in the video? Probably. William Bloom, the voice of Trooper 637, asks, hey, so when's part 3 out? Chaim Weinstock asks, when did you decide to become an animator? What was your inspiration? I actually went to this week-long stop-motion nerd camp over the summer, I think in 2010, 2011. That's where I learned the basics of it, and I realized I was having a lot of fun, and it was a good excuse to buy more toys. Justin Chance asks, what's the most frustrating part about animation? Walk cycles. Just don't do walk cycles. They're the worst. Megablock figures don't even have ankle joints, so making them walk naturally is one of the most difficult things you can do. He also asks, how do you make time between animation and building sick Bionicle mocks? I barely have time to make mocks. I don't. I just don't. For those curious, I'm in this group called Bionicle Mask Posting. It's...
Zach, stop! Zach, stop! You're gonna get in trouble.
Zach!
It's chaos, but I love Bionicle. Luke Lapierre asks, how many figs are going to be in the stop motion? And what do you feel you're doing better in part 2 than you did in part 1? Well, I have no idea how many figures I'm using. None. I don't know, 50 or so. Not all on screen at a time, of course, and I'm reusing a lot of cannon fodder. I'm not using 20 separate grunts, I'm using the same grunt 20 times. And in part 2, I think I'm doing everything better. I've got a much more consistent workflow, gotten better at animation, and my special effects, I gotta say, they're looking sharp. Casey Terrell asks, Terrell? What is the zoom and total set build time, and how do you remove the... What is the zoom and total set build time, and how do you remove the clear movement stick from the film, and how many photos have you shot up to date? How far is your camera zoomed in to make the figures look almost life-sized? I have no idea. I just sort of put the camera there, put the figure there. So how do I remove the clear movement stick from the film? I use a process called rig removal. First I have a picture of the character on the stick in front of the normal background. Take them away, take a picture of the background. So then when I layer them on top of each other, cut away the stick, it'll just show the blank background. I might make a video tutorial on that, but there are plenty of those already on YouTube if you want some. And how many photos have I shot up to date? I have no idea. 15 frames per second times 12.5 minutes. 15 times 60. Math. 11,250 individual frames. Good lord. Hayden Symes asks, how on earth do you even have time for your normal life and this awesomeness you are creating? I don't. Just don't. Riley Campbell Wesker asks, question, why do you look like Matt Smith? Heredity. Tim Maloney asks, what are you proud of most? I am most proud of those moments when I get comments from people telling me that they started an animation channel because they were inspired by me. That is one of the best things you could possibly tell me. Peggy Bloom, mother of Trooper 637 by the way, asks, will Godzilla appear in part 2? I wasn't planning on it, but now that you mention it. Max Stockton asks, will you make a full YouTube video with the Good Spirit robot? Or even better, will you make an adaptation of the emotional epic tale known as Boncomic? For those who don't know what he's talking about, you can refer to the Bionicle Mask Posting group again. And there's also a short webcomic I've been working on called Boncomic. You can find it on Facebook as well. It's nonsense. If there's any demand for it, then I will, but at the moment, I'm not really getting that many requests for it. I'm not certain it would be financially viable to put that much time into it. but maybe in the future. Kevin McIntyre asks, do you ever wonder why we're here? We're here to watch Red vs. Blue, no other reason. Also, fun fact, Kevin McIntyre has a YouTube channel called Locomotion99. He is way underrated, and he deserves a lot more views, believe me. He's got great stuff, check it out. James Andersmith, that's definitely a Red vs. Blue reference, asks, will Part 2 satisfy the hungry viewers? Nothing will ever satisfy the hungry viewers. As usual, I put all my progress updates on Facebook. You can find everything there. And I've also got several minutes of raw footage available right now on Patreon. And you can see most of it for just $1 a month, or even just $1, then cancel immediately. So in short, be patient. I'm getting there. So for now, that's that.